Good morning from Saguaro National Park. This is our 23rd national park so far. As you can see behind me, the giant saguaro cactus. This is the largest forest of giant saguaro cactus in the world. Interesting thing about this park is it's actually divided into two sections split by the city of Tucson. So we have the west section, which is where we're currently at, and we're at the Red Springs Visitor Center. And then this afternoon we're going to go over to the east side of the park, or the east part of the park on the other side of Tucson, and visit the Rincon Visitor Center and do some hikes and stuff in that area. So we're going to head inside, get our passport stamp, even though I forgot my book. Oh no. I'm going to have to get it on a stamp and then stick it in the book afterwards. But we'll go inside, get our stamp, and then we'll head out on a couple of trails. Let's go.
We're currently on the Cactus Trail, which is just outside of the visitor center, which is over here, the Red Hills Visitor Center, named so because of these red hills. But there's a very short, says 5 to 10 minute trail at the visitor center called the Cactus Trail. And even just from this little trail, the amount of cacti that are here is pretty impressive. We've got saguaro, I think these are called hanging fruit choyas, and then you also have the regular choyas, and then I think there's also some prickly pears. Of course I'm standing where there's none, but yeah, there's also prickly pear here and barrel. I think the other ones are called barrel, which are oh, there's a prickly pear. There's also the barrel ones, which are the little barrel looking ones. They named them very aptly. But yeah, even just if you only had one place to stop, you could do this little trail, and wow, the size of this guy, it's massive. So the saguaros, they don't start getting their arms until I believe it's 50 years old. So like these ones over here are under 50, and then this one must be more old. These ones must be older than 50 because they have a couple arms growing. So that's how you know how old they are. The more arms they have, the older they are. I don't know what this one is, but it's very spiky. I'll go ask Tim because he's using his seek to find out what everything is. This one is called an ocotillo, I've just been informed. Very jaggy. What's that one called?
Staghorn choya.
Just a little fountain of knowledge.
That's a saguaro. And that's a Palo Verde, which is the Arizona state plant, bush, whatever. There's a prickly pear cactus over here.
Yep.
Back there are Arizona pencil choya, because they look like pencils sticking out of it. This is a chain fruit choya over here. I'm learning lots from my seat.
Yes, you are.
You make fun of me, but I can now point this stuff out to you.
There is actually a second trail that leads off from the Cactus Trail called the Javelina Wash Trail, and it'll take you down into the riverbed, and you go up around the back of the visitor center, and you can get a little closer to some of the cacti. And you can see them all on your phone.
No, I got it.
Apparently I'm in the way.
Nope.
We just finished up at the Red Hills Visitor Center, and now we are heading out to do the
Desert Discovery Nature Trail. which is a very short loop trail that we're going to stop and look at, kind of like an interpretive trail. It's got signs along the way and stuff. And then from there, we're going to do the Bahada Loop Drive, which is a 6-mile drive through the park. We're going to have some stops along the way, but it's actually one of the most beautiful drives that you can do within the park as well. So let's go.
Let's go.
This rules is rules.
So I think this is actually a wren's nest. We just learned about the cactus wren, which is the, oh, it's bugging me. We just learned about the cactus wren, which is the largest wren in the United States. And they actually make their nests in the saguaro cacti so that they can protect their babies from, like the spikes of the cactus protect the babies from any predators. It's pretty smart. We just arrived at the trailhead for the Valley View Overlook, which in reading the reviews for it, Tim read a review that said it's the best bang for your buck in the park. So we're gonna head out and do that right now. The Valley View Trail is 0.4 miles out and 0.4 miles back. There's only, I think, 50 feet of elevation gain, but it is not ADA certified because there are steps that you have to go up and down. It's also gravel instead of just straight concrete, but still should be pretty easy. We've made it to the Signal Hill Trail. It's a very short trail that'll take us to the top of a hill that has petroglyphs from a long time ago. The sign told us that basically everything on this trail is trying to kill us, so don't touch anything. So we're gonna adhere to that policy.
What kind of things are trying to kill us?
Snakes, cactus, the Gia monsters,
Here.
Gia monsters. All the other things.
I don't know if it's here or Hilla. Might be Hilla because it's 1L.
The trailhead for this hike is also the Signal Hill picnic area, which has a bunch of, it's supposed to be covered. That one doesn't have a cover. The other ones do. Covered picnic tables with grills. There is also a pit toilet, a trash bin, and a recycling bin. So if you need to pee when you're in the park, Signal Hill is the place to go. Because you don't want to just wander off the trail to pee like you can do in other parks, because something will get you. We just got finished with the Signal Hill Trail. It took us about 20 minutes. It was just up and down. There were some really cool petroglyphs at the top to see. You can get pretty close to them, but you have to stay behind the fence.
Literally reach out and touch them, yeah.
But don't.
But
And now we're back in the car. We're heading out of the west side. We're going to cross a thing called Gates Pass that the gay grandpas told us about yesterday. And then we're going to stop in Tucson for lunch and then continue on to the east side of the park where we will be doing some more little hikes and drives. So let's go. We have made it to the eastern part of Saguaro National Park. We stopped off at the visitor center quickly on our way in. I got some cactus licorice, which is quite good. And we are now on the Mika View Trail, which is about 1.5 miles out and back. So let's go.
So we are at Desert Ecology Trail. This is the last stop for us today. It's getting late. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. Mr. Loki's been in the RV since we left this morning. What time did we leave? 9? 8:30. So we're gonna make this our last stop. It's a short little loop trail, 0.3 miles, really easy. But again, it has interpretive signs for us to check out as we go. Let's go.
Well, that's going to do it for our time in Saguaro National Park.
It was fun. We did both sides of the park, the west and the east sides. In total, we did 6 different hikes, all of them very easy, although not all ADA accessible due to stairs and stuff like that, but all very easy hikes. We didn't do any of the more strenuous hikes because they're all longer and they would have taken a lot more time, and as it is 4:45 in the afternoon right now, and we've been out of the house since 8:30 this morning, so we're going to head back to Loki and do some chores before we leave Tucson area tomorrow. By tomorrow night we should be somewhere in New Mexico. We don't know where yet because we don't have a campground yet, but we'll find some place, I'm sure. We'll wing it. Woo!
Right. But yeah, it was a good enough park. Definitely wasn't the best park I've ever been to. It was very accessible, which was good, but also made it feel. I like my national parks to be kind of more quiet and off the beaten path, whereas this one we
literally straddles Tucson.
Yeah, and we literally did a hike that ended at a road, like a public road, which was weird. You could just walk into the park.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna head home to Loki, and we will see you in New Mexico.
Woo!